world was mine, I take it, dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I take it, enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light, hit them strictly with that fire. Fire, 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 fire. Hey, Roman numeral 7, baby, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I take it, dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I take it, enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light, hit them strictly with that fire. It's a vibe, do your dance, let them watch. She a fan, he a fly, they just wanna kumbaya, nah.
This world complete, flowers grow. All day, she only do what she knows. Weekends, get it poppin' on the low. Better days coming for sure. If it was up to me.
Switch that. Didn't drink last night, which is hard, not gonna lie. But I didn't do it, so I didn't use all that energy that I saved last night and bring it over into tonight, or today, this morning.
Yeah, woke up in this bitch like Sap, I say. She over here talking about not boule. I'm so west, this should be my last name. Ay, I'm looking for a cutie, someone who won't betray. Yeah, and my love goes deep. If I say it later, then this shit is what I mean. I see you getting wetter than your jock machine. My forever is forever, killing nothing come between. Diamonds in my ear, but your wifey in the trends. After we kick it, I'ma turn it to a fan. Can't respect a nigga if that's something he demand. I'm loyal to my niggas and I'm loyal to my fam. Y'all switching sides like Stacey Dash. Pride is the cost, the price is the tag. Go for 45 minutes, I'ma get the bag. Finna be there for my sons like my name's Stephen Nash. All book up, it's a light cook up. My bitch fine, yes sir, she'll look up. This catering mean that we don't need no DJ. Not a place or a face we done seen like C-Say. Champagne and lemon with the Bombay, baby. French 75, but my French so free. Como tú tapeas on my piel, I mean, staring at your eyes, but you staring at my lips. You talking about your mama, but you thinking about my dick. I catch on these nuances and assist. I told her get a grip, and she hit me with a grip. She's so loud, she sounds so disgusting. We so loud, it sound like a discussion. I hit it with some rhythm, call it pussy percussion. Spank that ass, broke her back up and under. Hit it like Anderson, pack that pussy up, baby, I handle it. No matter if you with somebody new.
All right, so what you just saw was the last 10K I did, which was the Lucky Man 5K, 10K half marathon. I did that with my DJ/dad homies. Honestly, only thing I really wanted to do was complete the race with the homies. That was like the main goal. Underneath that main goal, I wanted to PR and just get better overall at the race. So one of those two things happened. The other thing did not happen. So let's start with race day morning. I, for whatever reason, just lost track of time, and I got to the race extremely late. And by extremely late, I mean like literally 15 minutes before. Half of that 15 minutes, I was in the bathroom, doing what people do before races. And so by the time I got to the starting line, it was literally like maybe 3 minutes before the race started. So I didn't properly stretch. I didn't properly like warm my body up and prepare for like performance, which was strike one on my part. So I got to get better about that. I don't know what I was thinking. Shit happens. Anyway, so I get to the race start line, link with the homies. I'm doing the best I can to like stretch in place and just trying to like do anything I can to like let my body know what's about to happen. But the race starts, and I knew for any chance for me to hit my PR, I needed to run at least a 7-minute, 46-second mile for the whole race. That would have actually cleared the PR, but I needed to be in that zone, that 7:45 to maybe flat 8. So that was the plan. That was what I had mentally prepared for. What I did not mentally prepare for were the hills. Now, this race was advertised as a flat speed course. It even says in the promotion, like, hey, prepare to get a new PR because of how flat and fast this course is. So that was what was in my head. I was thinking, I'm just going to go run real fast for 6 point whatever miles, and new PR is mine. Well, that wasn't what happened. This course was very hilly. It had a lot of hills. It had all the hills. Lauren Hill, Benny Hill, Tommy Hilfiger. They was all there. They were all present. And that kind of broke me. I'm not gonna lie. Like after the first hill, cool. I could do that. That's a little gotcha. And then the second hill. And then the third hill. And then it just kind of got like, I don't know. It discombobulated me because it scrambled everything. I was kind of like, what the hell is this? But I'm in the middle of this race. I got to keep running. I'm looking at my pace. There's just a lot of things going on. And if you ever ran and kind of went through that, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a mental battle. I get halfway through the race and I can kind of feel my plan falling apart. I'm slowing down. It's starting to get warm. The water stations were shit. Like they were there, but they were not like the typical water stations where people are handing you cups of water. They were literally just like tables with just water bottles sitting on the table, and some of them weren't even open. Like you had to tear the package open. Like they grabbed a bunch of like 24 packs of small water bottles from Costco or wherever and just put them on the table. So that will slow you down because if it's not open, you need water. You know what I mean. This wasn't exactly the biggest, most like thought out race I've done. I kind of knew that this was like a more smaller, low key race. It was at a park. It was just like a loop. It was small. I knew at about the halfway point that maybe my plan to get a new PR is not gonna happen. I could just feel it. Like I might have pushed too hard starting out, and then like I said, not preparing for the hills kind of threw me for a loop. Maybe you're not gonna get the PR, but maybe you can place. And so that's kind of became the new goal. And that's kind of the cool thing about running. Like all of this is unfolding in real time. You're making these micro decisions of like, should I do this or should I do that? It's like A/B testing the whole way. So once I realized maybe I'm not getting my PR, I made peace with that. But I did want to focus on maybe placing, which is a tricky thing because you're running with so many people there's no way to tell where you're at as far as like your age group or where you're at with the other runners. So I was just like, run as best as you can for the remainder of this race. And so going back, I knew I was going to encounter the same hills. The only difference is now it's a little warmer and now I'm running towards the sun, which if you run in Arizona, like when the sun's at your back, it sucks, but it's at your back. It's very tolerable. When you're running into the sun, it's a different beast. So I kind of did feel myself slowing down. Well, let's reframe that. I didn't feel myself slowing down as much as I just found a groove that I was comfortable with. It was still nice, but it wasn't the groove I wanted to be in or the pace or the zone I wanted to be in. And like I said, maybe for a variety of different reasons, I wasn't running the race I wanted to run. But that's the beauty of running. Like every race won't be a race. You just figure that out on the fly. So as I get towards the end of the race and I'm like knowing the finish line is near, it's like I don't know. I feel like these last couple races, I've just like had these little internal conversations with myself. It's just like assessments. Um, some of them are like positive, some of them are negative or critiquing myself. But this one was definitely like, damn, you completely fell apart. But it's okay. So across the finish line, and obviously hug my son, do all those things, those important things, and then wait for the homies to come in. Um, it was cool. It was actually really cool. I'm really thankful too. I'm very thankful every time I cross the finish line. Like, there's things you see while you're running that put things in perspective, whether it be somebody with a disability, whether it be somebody that's just very old, but they still have that drive, that engine, that motor to go out and compete and do the same thing you're doing. It's just something about it that every time I cross that finish line, I understand the magnitude of like what it actually means. So, I didn't run that race the way I wanted to. And like I said, I could blame it on a variety of different reasons. That's kind of the takeaway or the mental medal that I would call it about this race is that, you know, I went into it really excited and really gassed up to hit this PR, and it didn't happen. And that was okay. Like, I still completed it. I still was on that runner's high. I still was in this extreme like state of gratitude that, I was able to do another race, complete another run, and learn something about myself and learn something about running that I can take into the next situation and the next event. So I waited for the homies to cross the finish line, because we was doing this together. So they came in very shortly after me. I'm not sure about everyone's times. I believe I ran a 53. Let's put it on the screen right here. That's what I ran. Way off the time that I had in mind, but it's all good. I don't know why it was that much slower, but who cares? This is gonna be just one of many times. But I didn't know this the day of this. I didn't stick around to, hear the final results or wait till the entire event was over. So I figured I would just check on the website, a day later. But as I was beating myself up over not hitting my PR, I ended up placing in my age group, which was the first time that this has happened. So very grateful for that. That's the silver lining. I honestly knew halfway through the race I wasn't gonna get the PR. For some reason there was a voice in the back of my head that was like, maybe you can place. But again, there's really no way to know where you're at as far as like everyone else while you're running. So yeah, the day after I found out that I came in third place in my age group, which like I said, first time this has ever happened for me. It's very motivating, very like, damn, if I could have just did this one little thing better, I could have maybe got second place. There was no way in hell I was getting first place. That guy was moving. But I got third place in my age group, so stuff some confetti for that. That was cool. But yeah, that now is just an extra bonus and added, incentive to just like stay the course and figure out how I can get better. Even when I'm like not having my best run, there's still opportunities to do things that are special and that are dope. So yeah, I'm very, very, very blessed and very, very like motivated to just get out there and go do another event and another event and another event because, you know, it's exciting. I'm a competitor, like I'm an athlete at heart. So anytime I can go out there and test myself and challenge myself, especially amongst people that are like, in better shape than me or in my range as far as fitness goes, it just makes me want to step my game up. So shit, why not? But yeah, I'm like I said, overall, the most important thing was running with the homies. Hopefully we can do more events in the future. I was really happy that we got to do that. That was very dope. So shout out to them, and I'm so glad that they just was down. But yeah, that was this video. That was all I wanted to update y'all on. I have a few more things in the works coming up soon. So I have a race in a week, but we'll get to that later. Uh, yeah, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for popping in on my channel. Hopefully you see the growth and the progress. Thank you, like I said, for watching this. If you subscribe, I would love it. It's not a lot of us over here, but we be thugging. So I'll see you on the next one. All right, peace.